I'm Virgo and this is Psychedelic Actualization. Today I want to share with you a Changa trip report of mine, of a really interesting and intense Changa trip I had yesterday. I was sitting right over there, exactly at this place by the river, and I smoked 0.15 grams of Changa, really good organic Changa. And right from the beginning, when I smoked it, it felt kind of different. And as I took the second hit, the sound of the river intensified. And as I took the third hit, the sound of the river, exactly at this spot, it intensified more and more and more. And it was kind of taking over the whole field of my consciousness. And it was at first a really strange feeling for me, because I've never experienced such specific acoustic hallucinations on DMT before. I mean, yeah, kind of, but not so intense. And as I opened my eyes, I thought that the river was kind of speaking to me, like really speaking to me. It's not just this sound of the river, or maybe it is, but it felt like the DMT was speaking through the river to me, and it made really weird sounds at the beginning. It was like, it's really hard to reproduce it, but it was like a kind of a bubbly sound, and then that was mixed with a kind of that's not even close, but yeah, it was a really strange feeling at first, because I've never experienced it before, but afterwards it was like when I realized and I surrendered into the experience, I was filled with awe and wonder, and I couldn't believe what was happening, because it was so magical that something was kind of communicating to me through the river and through the sound of the river. And it was so mind-blowing. Really, the visuals weren't that intense. I was kind of in a trance, just looking at the trees and the stones. And the stone was like, all the patterns are like really shining forth. Like the stone was smiling at me, and the trees were radiating their presences. And the river was going crazy with this strange sound. It was really, really stunning. Yeah, and I was just listening and listening and watching and just listening and kind of trying to understand what it was trying to tell me. Like, but I couldn't. It was a totally different way of communication, a totally different way of language. But it was so amazing. Like, I couldn't understand what it meant. I couldn't understand what it meant, but it was so kind of fulfilling also. And it felt safe. It felt sacred. Really amazing. Really so damn interesting. And it was really the first time I had really sound hallucinations on DMT, like real ones. And yeah, man, DMT just shows me the beauty and the magic of this reality more and more. And I also feel like the more I do it, the more it opens up. Not always, sometimes it's less intense, depends on the set and the setting. But the more I journey, the deeper it goes, the more it opens up. Another interesting point with this journey was, like, I've done DMT quite a bit and quite a lot of times, relatively. But I've never experienced real close eye visuals. Like not on pure NN-DMT, not on Changa, not on combining acid and DMT. But this time, after I was watching the river and listening and being in this kind of trance, after like maybe 5 minutes or so, I laid back and I closed my eyes. And as I closed my eyes, I experienced weak but very vivid and clear patterns with closed eyes, and it was so beautiful. It was really beautiful. It was a really special trip for me, because I've never experienced closed eye visuals, not so intense. I mean, something was there, but mainly it was kind of black. And this time, as I closed my eyes and I laid back and I breathed out, these patterns, this beautiful, beautiful geometry was coming at me in this journey. It was waving. I've seen similar patterns in the sky on DMT, but this time it was coming at me slowly and it was rotating. It was so beautiful, so beautiful. Yeah, and afterwards it just felt alive. I felt joyful, I felt energized, I felt infinitely grateful to be able to experience this magic of life. And I was looking in the sky. The sky is always really stunning. The clouds, the patterns that were shifting through the sky, and yeah, it was just a stunning experience, a really deep experience, a totally different experience of DMT than any other ones I had. And yeah, that's it. I mean, it's always kind of difficult to know the point of a trip and to integrate it, especially on DMT, at least for me. This time, maybe it was the message that nature speaks to us in different ways, that we can listen to the river and what he has to say, that we could see the beauty in everything. Like that's the main lesson for me always in these journeys, that it teaches me to see the beauty in everything and to hold this vibration of joy and of aliveness and of wonder and excitement and of enthusiasm for life. And that's really beautiful. Like, I realized that I don't have to be afraid to go in deeper with these journeys. I mean, before you do it, it's always, at least for me, your heart pumps and you feel kind of unsure what will come, because you jump into the unknown. But like every time I do it, it says like, don't be afraid to come. Don't be afraid to let me show you what I have to show you. And that is really beautiful. It's such a blessing that we are able to experience all of this. So I guess that's it for now. Come, I will show you the river and the place where I sat right there, right here, and I was watching this place. This place, exactly there, was coming the sound out of the river, and this was my view. It was beautiful, beautiful view. It's a really, really stunning place here in nature, in the heart of France, in the Cevennes. And yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're interested in the psychedelic experience, if you're interested in my journey with psychedelics and my journey of self-realization and self-actualization, then subscribe to this channel and follow me on this journey. Join our little community on Facebook and follow me on Instagram. And yeah, that's it. I love to jump around these stones. It's so it's so amazing. So yeah, thank you. That's it. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Namaste, much love, and I will see you in the next one.